Hello everyone, this is Muhammad Aslam Al Hindi and you are learning SolidWorks 2018. Today we are going to discuss the use of offset entities. First of all, I'm taking a sketch, right clicking here, this icon for new sketch appears, clicking on it, the new sketch starts. And yet another thing I would like to show you. For example, this is the top plane, this is the front plane. First I'm going to make a particular shape. This is just a random shape. Pressing the escape button from the keyboard, the line command ends, and I'll be showing you the offset entities. Clicking on the offset, I can offset the line. So I'm using, for example, if I doesn't select for a chain and I want to offset by 10 mm, clicking here, now the offset length would be created in the direction in which your cursor is, and in the direction in which this arrow is pointing. If this arrow is pointing in this direction, then the offset will be happening in this direction. I'm clicking, I just clicked with my mouse and the offset command executed in the direction in which the mouse was, the cursor was. Let's redo with it. Again, for the offset, I'm going on the upper direction, clicking like this. You can see the command has executed. Again, now clicking here, by default it is moving in this direction and hence it is showing the preview in the downward direction. If I click on reverse, you can see now my cursor is not pointing anywhere. For example, my cursor is pointing upward or whatever. The line is in the upper direction. Let me do it once again for you. Clicking here, basically it happens with the cursor, but if you are confused with it and the preview is in this direction and you just don't want to use your cursor, you can simply click on the reverse and click OK. This would be the case. The use of cursor makes the orientation. For example, you can see my cursor is in the downward direction and this arrow is also pointing downwards. Clicking here, you can see the offset line is in the direction where the cursor was and where the arrow was pointing. Again, I'm clicking for the select chain, so it will select all the interconnected entities. You can see it like this, and in this case I can, if I'm pointing my cursor inside this loop, clicking like this, the inner loop is formed at an offset value of 10 mm, and again you can see that length of this line, let me show you the length. This line is 90 mm approximately, and this one is 71.89 mm. So it should have been equal to this line. This line should be equal to 90.77, but it is much below that value because it has to complete a closed loop, which should be an offset of 10 mm from the main chain. Again, I can also make it as bidirectional, clicking like this. and clicking on any of the link of this chain, a bidirectional offset happens, as you can see. And again, this outer one is bigger in length because it has to mimic the shape of this main geometry, and it has to be at an offset value of 10 mm. So to accommodate all these things, the size has increased accordingly. Now once again, here it is asking for base geometry to be a construction geometry. So if I click on this, it means the original geometry or the original sketch entity out of which I want to make an offset, that would be converted into a construction geometry like this, and this one will not be considered by the 3D feature. Going back again, if I check for the offset geometry as well, it should be a construction geometry, and then clicking like this and clicking OK, you can see both of them has been converted into the construction geometries. Or if I wish to make any of them as a construction geometry, for example here I am choosing for the offset geometry to be a construction geometry, I can choose the way I want to. So this was all about the construction geometry, all about the offset entities. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.